really gotta change that transition.
Oh my god.
It's the worst.
It's like sucker punch fumes.
Yeah.
Stanky.
Thank you. Well, hello everybody.
What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
Welcome to ExacerDebaters. I am one of your hosts here.
Well, are
Did
we
you wanna
hosts
say
now
it?
too?
Yeah, we're all hosts.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to ExacerDebaters. What am I supposed to say? like break down what's happening?
Sure. Yep.
Well, first time cucumber. Hello.
Yeah.
That's Yeah, you.
I'm Corey. Hi.
Gur. All right, other Gur.
I'm Connie.
All right, sweet.
All right.
Yeah. So on this show, we're gonna have today's theme is Hook, which means I've done fucked myself because I forgot. I thought it was just Peter Pan themed because I'm an idiot. So this is gonna be an interesting night. No, it matters.
Oh.
It matters for what my arguments were. Oh dear. Anyway, so we're going to be asking 3 questions. Best 2 out of 3 wins the round. We're going to debate topics. So basically, there will be a question. We will have 2 answers prepared. The third one is unprepared. We will argue, and you will vote for who you agree with, or maybe had the best argument, or who has the best hair today, or whatever the fuck. You know, it's voting. It doesn't matter. It's not real. I'm kidding. And then. And then if there's a tie, there are tiebreaker questions. And then if there's still a tie, then us up here will vote on who won.
Yes.
Whoever's not involved in the tiebreaker.
And I was
Ryan,
the
your
one...
eyebrows are trying to run away again.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh no.
No, don't send him over here.
Just cut him free, man. Just cut him free.
Like you cucumber? Is that what you?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Your
My eyebrows
eyebrows
and I used to
shooting? Yeah.
disagree all the time, so I just keep them in a box.
Do not
for when I
remove
need
your
them.
eyebrows, sir.
Oh no.
Do not.
Take him out of the back when you need to be angry. When you need to be angry, take him out of the back.
They want to know if
God.
Connie's drinking Windex.
That's a yes.
Yeah, Necrofuel got it. Blue Mountain Dew.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Necrofilm, I like that. Oh, there you are, Ryan. Oh, but yes,
Oh, yeah, you got your trophy.
I do have my trophy. My little
Ah,
light cycle
yay.
next to
Man,
me
whose
here.
is that? That's like orange.
Yeah.
So
From
in the,
the original
one,
Tron?
yeah, the original Tron, the heroes were the red, the yellow, and the orange one. For some reason, they were not the
Okay.
blue in that first part. But then,
Yeah.
when they moved to Tron Legacy, everyone became blue. Was good. So-
Yeah.
Because they had to put all the goodness back in the world,
Yeah,
or like
the
change
original one
everything
is
to
like-
blue.
That was like the color of the user, right? So he
Yeah.
made red shit blue. That was Flynn's whole deal. So I guess at that point it's Flynn's world because he's God in it and stuff. That makes sense. I'll buy it.
Sure.
I'd let Jeff Bridges be Sky Daddy number 2.
Yeah, man. I want to know what his vocal cords look like. They've seen some things. I want like him, Nick Nolte, and like fucking. Oh, who's the other one? I forget. Other throat McGee.
made this in a cave with scraps.
That was so close to the words. I'm almost proud.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, what's up?
so because I was the master debater last week, I was the one who got to decide what our topic was this week.
Yep.
And so, with your votes, you will get to decide who gets to also pick the topic next week.
Well, pick the topic.
Yes. So, without any further ado, I think we're ready.
I do.
I guess we still had some more to do.
That's right. I had more ado to get gross.
All right. So,
First question.
who would you leave in charge of the Lost Boys?
Oh,
So-
good. This still works.
So, at the end of Hook, Robin Williams' character of Peter Pan had to leave because he had to go back and be a dad in the real world.
Boo hiss.
So he, in the movie at least, left Thud in charge of the Lost Boys.
Thud butt. Thank you very much.
I mean, I was using his first name, but
I
sure.
think it's all one word, isn't it?
They call him Thud.
Yeah, it's a nickname for Thud Butt.
All right.
So Ryan feels familiar enough with Thudbutt to call him by his nickname, Thud.
Huh. That's
Yeah,
very
it's
assuming,
when I was
isn't
a
it?
lost boy on the island of Neverland, so you know.
I love Thud Butt. I don't presume to know Thud Butt.
Anyway, so Corey has Mary Poppins, Cucumber has Nick Fury, I have Miss Frizzle, and Connie has Mushu. So, I'm happy enough to do my champion first.
This is Ryan's tell. Whenever he thinks he's got a good one, he wants to go first.
Let's get it out of the way.
Gonna get
Yeah,
you.
so we just get this straight.
I just want to get it out of the way, really, is all it is. It's like, all right, let's go. Okay, here we go. So I am choosing Miss Frizzle because she has still a level of childlike wonder that she would not be unwelcome into the group. She would have meaningful things to teach them, and anytime they had questions, like when they asked Wendy for like how to do certain things in the world, Miss Frizzle would have the answer right away and have this whole adventure that she could have them go on to explain it to them. She has wild costumes and wild ideas. She has her own little pet to
Liz?
yeah, Liz. She has Liz to help her out and do things with her, kind of like how Peter Pan has Tinkerbell. So she just kind of fits the mold of what Peter Pan would leave out of Neverland if she came in to take care of them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right, Cucumber. Let's go with you.
Okay. Okay.
Go.
Picture it. They see Peter leave Neverland for the last time. They all just kind of look at each other, knowing how good and formidable they are against the pirates. And out from the shadows, you hear a voice, and it says, "I'm putting a team together." And he sits around with all the Lost Boys, and he's just like, "I'm gonna put all your skills." I mean, they made fucking chicken egg guns. Like, these kids are fucking ingenuitive as shit. So imagine what they could do with like supplies and time and backing. So he would like, take them out on missions to like, take out. Evil orphanages or something. This would be like, Kid Squad. They'd be the Lost Boys would be an official superhero team. They could still wear their fucking onesies. Like, they would have a great time. I think everything about them screams kid superhero team, and I think that Nick Fury is the one to handle them because he'll put them on the right path. He's not gonna change who they are. He's just gonna give them very, very solid advice, and then protect them if something goes wrong. Daddy Fury.
Daddy Fury.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, you ready, Corey?
Sure.
right.
Just wait. We have to breathe after Daddy Fury. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you're the one who brought Daddy to our channel in general. I'm really not a fan, but fucking it ain't effective.
You brought this plague upon us.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, so Mary Poppins, right? Okay, so yeah, so much of especially Hook's Neverland and Hook's Lost Boys is that imagination makes reality in that world. So much so that even as Peter is leaving, Robin Williams Peter's leaving, the one kid comes forward and says that was a great game. So Mary Poppins' ability to make these fantastical worlds and like have that immense imagination, she would fit right in with the Lost Boys. She would be able to like make sure they don't get into trouble, right? She lets them like get into a little bit of trouble and then she could help save them. They could even more fantastical adventures in like she would bring fantastical adventures to Neverland, and they could even go to different worlds that Mary Poppins, right? So we could, go, the Lost Boys could go explore art, and then it could get destroyed. They could all destroy that and come home to Neverland and not have any like consequences in that, and kind of have like a great time. Again, I'm going with the imagination as reality for this.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay. And Connie, ready for some
All right.
Mushu?
Yes, let's do this.
Go.
All right, so I think Mushu would be a perfect like replacement, but a good leader for the Lost Boys, because he would let them kind of go off on their own adventures, but still be able to enjoy their kind of like their own way of self-discovery. But then because he is a spirit guardian, he's able to kind of correct them on the path when they start to stray too much, but he'd still give them the freedom to like do shenanigans and be chaotic, and he'd still be back like entertained as all hell because they'd be getting into all sorts of like crazy shenanigans, because he wouldn't like repress their imagination skills. He would just kind of like put them back on the path if they started straying a little too much. Plus, Mushu is a little bit chaotic, so he would totally enjoy like, you know, throwing a couple monkey wrenches in there and like challenging them, like, hey, let's see what you do with this kind of situation. So they'd be like learning in their own way.
Honk.
Honkity honk.
Alrighty. 5 minutes on the clock. So,
please.
oh, well, I was going to go after Mary Poppins for a sec, because I feel that she is the type of person who would be wanting to make them grow up, and the Lost Boys are very, very against that. Her whole lesson is trying to, like, do those life lessons where you progress and then become, like, getting the knowledge of moving past, like, those little childhood trauma things. And
right, so it's the best of all worlds, okay, right? So, and the chat brings up a good thing of like the Lost Boys want to be a mom, but she doesn't want to be a mom, so that's why she's perfect. She doesn't want to be a mom. Mary Poppins isn't the mom character. She isn't the Wendy character. Wendy isn't in charge of the Lost Boys. Peter is. So she's this kind of really good combination of,
Peter's
my
gone,
whole...
baby. Peter's gone.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So, like, she can have, like, yeah, so there's some life lessons, so she can kind of help them with their trauma, which they clearly have in Hook. The clear trauma that the Lost Boys have, oh my god. She can help, like, solve some of those for them, and then let them, like, and then just have adventures and fun, and just, like, solve the trauma, and not try to be their mom. She's not trying to be their mom. She can help, like, deal with the trauma, and
these kids who need new, like a sense of like reality and realism are gonna learn that from ladies like, let's jump into a chalk painting. You already have a fucked up view of what the world is. Let's break your reality a little bit more.
Let's jump in a bag and see what we find in here. That's totally not gonna like fuck their perspectives at all.
I feel like Miss Frizzle would get eaten alive because they don't like authority figures who are nice, really. Because remember when Peter shows up and he tries to be like a kindly adult, they kick the shit out of him. And Miss Frizzle, well, with the magic bus and Liz, like she'd be like, "Let's go," and they'd be like, "Fuck you, lady," and they would like throw her in a tree or something.
He never tries to be a kindly adult. He's like, we're the parents.
Yeah,
like,
he wants to be adult. And it's just like,
yeah.
But Miss Frizzle, I feel like she would show up as like some random fey creature, and they'd be like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, but what's better than
like
pretending to show up than actually being a dragon, an imaginary creature that none of these boys have seen before until now, and then you have him, just this little tiny lizard guy, just kind of being your conscience, but still letting the boys do all sorts of shenanigans and letting their imagination kind of run wild while they're still there in Neverland.
I feel like he couldn't keep them safe. Like, he's fun, but he's not like, oh, dragon. And also he's so wrapped up in his own ego trying to prove himself to the Guardians that I don't see his mission going well. Because he wouldn't be as tied into it, so he'd just be fucking making happy face porridge and not paying attention to his job.
I don't think he would be entertained by the Lost Boys. I don't think that he would actually like stick with them for very long. I think he'd get very frustrated by them very quickly.
And I gotta say, for Nick's Fury at least, is that like he would do what Saruman did to the hobbits in Hobbiton. Like, he would make Neverland terrible. Like, the trauma that he would give to those boys by having them as his little army.
Even more trauma.
No way! No way! He would see their natural talents and give them better tools to produce it. So it's like, they got the marble gun, they got the chicken egg gun. You'd be like, now imagine if that was fucking firepower. You went there to kill pirates, because the pirates were sure as shit killing you. These kids are battle hardened. They're not the sweet little kids. In Hook, they're fucking monsters, and you know it. So you know Nick Fury would use them to their full fucking potential, and he would give them better tools. And they're practically fucking scientists because of the shit that they made. Like, those things should be impossible.
But they're not killing
Yeah,
anyone.
but would they? Yeah,
But they
they're not actually
would've.
killing-
He said I was gonna fucking straight up murder everybody,
No.
and they worshipped him. Like, yes, they absolutely would, and probably have killed pirates.
The issue is that the issue is that then he would put more trauma on them, like, and then they're kids. They don't have the ability to, like, what happens when
They're
Nick
like
Fury gets hurt?
300-year-old kids.
What?
They're
No,
fine.
what happens, like when Nick Fury gets hurt, or like when Hydra comes up, like they wouldn't be able to handle that.
Yeah, so they don't go on those missions. That's what the Avengers are for. This is like,
Eventually, Nick
the
Fury
space
will
pirates
wrap
are
up
back.
in,
Go get 'em, Lost
Shield
Boys.
and bullshit. Like
No,
He's having bad with
freaking
Shield.
Nick
I don't
Fury
trust
would be
Shield.
hidden on the moon and totally just be out of the picture. He would just be ordering orders from up in the space station and just not actually be involved. He would send his Skrull half person to do all of
what
his
if-
like work.
What if
Skrulls.
like Nick Fury isn't the top person? What if people above him are like, yeah, we have to get these kids like out of Neverland and into families, and like he'd be like, no, and they'd be like, too bad.
No, no.
Yeah.
Who's above Nick Fury? And also, if they were, he wouldn't listen to them anyway.
All right, chat. It is your turn.
I've heard the council, and even though it's a stupid fucking idea, like,
You choose to ignore it.
We're gonna choose to ignore it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, we got our first vote. Let's
Mary
see.
Poppins.
Mary Poppins and Miss Frizzle are currently in the lead.
That's some
The
horseshit.
boys need a strong female leader, idol, somebody to look up to.
Uh-oh.
Damn it!
There we go. There we go. I mean, if he can put up with the immaturity of the Avengers, those kids are no problem whatsoever. They just want someone to read them stories. That's a small fucking
And he
price to pay.
wouldn't.
Yeah, he
would
would.
not read them
To
stories.
keep them
No, he
in
wouldn't.
control, yes, he would.
Go
Yes,
the
he
fuck
would.
to sleep.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
But no, because like he wouldn't even like. I don't know. I feel like there are things that Captain America asked Nick Fury. This is just pulling. I feel like there are things that the Avengers definitely asked of Nick Fury that would have been small things, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be willing to do those small things for the kids.
He's got a soft spot for the kids. You see how nice he is, the Spider-Man. He wouldn't give anyone else that kind of patience. And these kids are younger, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Almost time. And I win by a vote. Nope. Wait.
Yeah, no, you still win by a
Yeah,
vote.
Oh, what's
You still win by a
Someone
vote.
slipped one in for
We got
Musha
one
real
in
late.
there.
Yeah, to be fair, I
Yeah.
would have voted for Miss Frizzle, so it was really hard to not argue on your behalf, because that was probably the best answer, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Oh, fuck!
Still me.
Oh shit! Still you.
It keeps moving.
All right. Well, awesome.
I
So,
think they would
first
listen to
question.
Frizzle, because she would take them on fun adventures, which is all they want. She would tell them cool stories. She'd break down, like, the molecular structure of pixie dust or some shit, but she'd be the one to bring metachlorians into the Hook universe, so fuck her.
Fair enough. Yeah.
She would.
Yeah.
She would help them make more efficient weapons, become more deadly, and
No,
then Nick
that's
Fury
what
could
he's
show up.
for!
No, then they would understand. Then they would understand the science of what they were doing, and so
No,
Yeah, they
then
don't
Nick
want to
Fury would
understand
show
it,
up.
they want to
Shield
shoot it!
troll.
They're kids!
They're like what is it? They're like the orcs in Warhammer 40k. If you paint it red, it goes faster. That's what the Lost Boys are.
Yeah, for sure. Like, think of harnessing that magical power for good. I would read the Lost Boys comic of them going around kicking ass. I would not watch the Lost Boys on a school bus.
The Lost Boys of Shield. Oh no.
Yes, the Lost Boys of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Neverland Initiative.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. Moving
Reed,
on to
you
our
should get us in contact with Dante. We want to talk to him. We just want to talk to him.
Dante.
What?
Dante.
Who's Dante?
Dante Bosco.
Rufy.
Oh.
Also
Also Zuko.
Nice.
Frickin'
He's
go.
on TikTok.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
He's on
Rufy.
TikTok.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
Honor.
Okay. So now our next question is: who would make the best Tinkerbell? Or
This is why I fucked up.
Ah! So this is a Peter Pan sidekick replacement, essentially.
Yes.
Now,
Wait, Peter Pan replacement or
Peter,
No,
a
but Peter
replacement
Pan's
for his
sidekick.
sidekick.
Okay.
Psychic replacement.
Now,
Okay.
so just to clarify, just in case I can save my ass, are we talking grown-ass adult Peter Banning or whatever, or are we talking, like, kid Peter Pan?
I mean,
It is Hook themed, so Peter Banning.
Fuck!
Robin Williams. So it's Hook. Robin Williams. Pan.
Dumb. All right, well, I'll figure out who amongst us I'm gonna vote for. Mine was perfect for the other thing.
Why?
You could argue, Cucumber, for young Robin Williams.
yeah.
Pan.
I mean,
It's still
I
he was
don't know
still
what your
Peter
argument
Pan.
is.
Like
He
he
was
still
still Peter
he
Pan.
found
He
Wendy
was,
and
he just
everything.
grew up.
all right, I'll see if I can squeeze it. I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah, I want to know your argument still.
Thank you.
All right, let's pop over to Corey first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And-
Ready?
Go.
It's Anthony. So Ant-Man, all right. So Tinkerbell, right, helps Pan with the adventures, gets him out of things. Like if Pan like somehow like lost Tinkerbell, right, he would still be able to like all the things that Tinkerbell helps with. Like he's used to like a small sidekick, so like Ant-Man can get into small places, can get around undetected. He has the control of all the ants, so that can definitely be a thing where like all the ants come and help, right? So he has that big force. He can get into small places, as well as having another adult there. So especially like so having the adult there, another adult that had that very, very childish side. I think that they would vibe really, really well, and I really want to see that movie. Plus Anthony, I think the Lost Boys would love like Anthony and all the ants, and they would like name them all, and like I think that they would have a lot of fun with it. Never bugs, not once. I'm dead.
You done? Okay.
Honk.
Self honk. All right, Cucumber.
Okay, so fuck. Okay. So the biggest problem with Peter Pan is that he's landlocked to Neverland. Not anymore. Scoop up enough pixie dust, because you don't necessarily need specifically Tinkerbell for pixie dust. It can be collected elsewhere. This is fact. So you get pixie dust. You get Rapunzel. She can keep him young on our plane of existence. So Peter Pan could come and bring all of his wildness and all of his fun out here and hang out with us kids, like, you know, like all the kids here who are also lost and forgotten. So not just his lost boys, but every other lost kid as well, or every other kid who just needed to go play a game or fly around or do whatever. Rapunzel's magic fucking hair would help. I think it would be very interesting to see him not be stuck in Neverland, experience the world, come back a little more educated so that he could also better help the Lost Boys. Because the other great thing about Rapunzel is she's great at helping people find their mission and their purpose. And Peter Pan flies around, you know, very Puck-like, but she could actually give him a mission. Yeah.
Honk.
See, that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And now my turn. So I'm going with Stitch. As Corey was saying, he's used to smaller companions. Stitch offers also the ability to kind of have that sentience of an intelligent creature while still being able to have like that playfulness and fun that Tink likes to offer to his companionship. He can get into trouble. But he also understands the importance of family and the dynamics of, like, if you've learned that you did something wrong, you need to correct your behavior and do what you can to better your family once everything is all said and done. He knows when to learn from his mistakes. That's all I got.
Early honk.
Early honk. All right. And Connie. Go.
All right, let's go Dante. All right, I went with Dante because if in Neverland, he would assume his Alebrije form, so he would be super colorful, and he would have his wings, and he'd have the ability to fly, and I think that a doggo is perfect for the Lost Boys, just to kind of keep them in as sort of like a spirit guide, because Dante is loyal and he loves food. So if the Lost Boys are making all sorts of crazy concoctions with their imagination, he would just absolutely go nuts for them, and he would be a good protector of them, as well as kind of look out for them and make sure that they're, on the right path, or that nothing is threatening them. So he'd also be a good protector, as well as being excited about everything in Neverland, because Dante is super just, adventurous and curious about everything, and he wants to go off and explore, and the Lost Boys would just have that sense of adventure and wonder with Dante, but he'd also still be able to guide them and protect them.
Honk.
Honkity.
Alrighty. All right.
Okay. So,
What's up?
okay, so I'm concerned about Stitch because I always very much considered Stitch to be younger than Lilo. He very much seemed like Lilo was a little kid,
he's like 5 days
and
old.
Stitch was like a toddler with way
Guns.
too much strength and guns and and trauma. So I feel like both the Lost Boys and Stitch would get upset with each other. I feel like when you're a little kid, you don't want to like play with a toddler where you're like get away, toddler. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of issue with I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't get along very well.
I want to clarify something for Necrofilm. I'm not saying he can't leave Neverland. I'm saying that when he does, he ages, but with Rapunzel's help, he would not have to. Thus, he would never become an asshole lawyer.
But would she want to de-ageify people? I'm assuming this is kind of like a middle Rapunzel, where she still has the powers, but she understands what they're doing. She's not being manipulated.
Yeah.
I feel like is she comfortable de-aging people?
If she's a sidekick, I think we're all going to assume their powers are willing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
but
smart.
Okay.
It's a consenting companionship.
Yeah.
Yeah. My more issue is that I don't think that she would. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, I would actually argue for Cucumber that she would be wanting to go with him because he's able to show her more of the world that she's never gotten to explore. Because he can fly.
And an imaginary world.
It's win-win, y'all. I think you're underselling Ant-Man as a sidekick. That's so sad. Sorry, buddy, you've been demoted.
Anthony!
That's true. Yeah.
Was it Anthony or is it Ant-Man? Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Okay.
Ant-Man. Because I just think that, so honestly, it came into my head of Paul Rudd and Robin Williams, and that would be freaking amazing. I think that the banter between the two would be so cool, and the idea of it would be Pan would have powers, Ant-Man has powers, they can get each other out of these predicaments, and
For some reason, though, I'm just picturing him expecting him to take on the role of Tink, and so every time that Ant-Man goes back to human size, he's just like, "No, stay that size, get back there,
be little,
be little." I know. It's
Get in the lantern! Get in the lantern!
I love Dante very, very much, but he's also kind of a dum-dum.
But he is smarter than he leads on. He has that goofy persona so that, Miguel shows kindness to him, and so they can kind of establish that bond. But once I think he already has the bond with, the Lost Boys, I think that he's just going to be a lover pupperino. He loves the energy of the boys, and he's loving all the adventures that they get into, because he's, he's also adventurous.
Are we concerned? So, I don't know Dante very well, so getting a lot of, especially in Hook, Tinkerbell negotiates with Hook for Pan stuff. So only Ant-Man and Rapunzel would probably be able to negotiate with Hook. The other Stitch and Dante wouldn't necessarily.
Stitch can get the idea across. Stitch can talk, especially at the end of the movie. He can talk.
Well,
he lets on. He's like, you know what? I actually can talk.
Okay.
Well, and he's also able to pilot a spaceship, so he's able to figure out complex technology.
Yeah.
Dante, maybe not so much, but
negotiating with a pirate.
I mean, he probably would take on the pirates just by himself because he could.
Yeah. Rapunzel could just go in and I have a dream, all of Hook's pirates,
my
and then he'd
God.
be out of a fucking crew.
Oh my god, she would!
Oh my god.
Like, you know Smee would bail at the drop of a hat the second that song starts.
Oh
and
my
Hook would be left to
God.
his own devices,
the-
and there'd be no one to stop Hook. Like, try and stop me, Smee, and Smee's fucking gone.
There's no
Oh my
Smee to
God.
stop me.
Huh.
Because like
Oh,
when Maggie
no.
sings her All Alone song, there's the pirate that's like, absolutely the.
Exactly, yeah, they would be
Oh my
swayed
God.
so fast.
Oh no.
So then would finally just be a fair fight
uh,
between Pan and Peter. Like, they could get closure, and then they could go
Pan
off
and
into the
Peter?
sunset.
Wow.
Pan, did I say Pan and Peter? Pan and
You
Hook?
did.
You said
Pan and
Peter.
Really, our greatest enemy is ourselves.
Yeah, I think. Well, I'm just gonna pop the question in the chat there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Model T Ford.
Oh, we got one
What?
vote for Stitch.
What is happening? What is happening? Okay, that's better.
That's better.
Jeez.
Nope.
Thank
You're
you,
tied.
thank you. I feel like I got this one. I think I did.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm just so happy to participate.
Keep counting those
Go on,
Cucumber.
yes, keep it going, keep it going. Rawr. No, wrong way, wrong way.
Wrong way.
I think Stitch would be. I don't know.
I feel like the boys and Pan would be a terrible influence on Stitch. Like, Stitch only turned out okay because of Lilo and her
Because of
sister.
Lilo.
Like,
Yeah.
without that
And
good
Lilo
influence and a
would
bunch of Lost Boys
try.
being like, hey, go fuck up that pirate ship. He would
Yeah.
fucking
He'd be like,
murder
"Oh, fuck
people. 'Cause he
yeah."
still had a gun at that point.
chaos
He
meets
would murder
chaos.
people. Oh my god, Stitch would murder people.
He would be the
Straight up.
terror that everyone thought he was.
Yep.
Yep.
Because Pan
Yeah.
would totally weaponize him, for sure. Little kid Pan is a dick.
Yeah, this is true. All right. Whoop. Still cucumber.
Yes!
Noise.
And you were worried about this argument.
Right?
I was. Yeah, Hook is like that perfect movie where I hate the premise. Like, it makes me angry just the thought that Peter Pan could grow up. Like, I hate the premise. It makes me so mad, but then I love that movie. I love that movie a lot. Like,
Interesting.
I hate the premise. I was like, why the fuck?
good.
But then,
Why
like, but
the
if you're gonna, I guess this is it.
That makes sense.
So we have one for Ryan, one for Cucumber. Is that it?
Yes.
Yar.
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 Glare with your good eye.
Oh,
Drool.
How are you?
Fire,
Not bad.
Oh,
I love that. Oh god. Anyway, moving on to our next question. What business would you open in Neverland? And this is our random question we are not prepared for.
Kigurumi shop. A Kigurumi shop.
Oh fuck.
What?
Um.
Is that the, what is that? Is
those
that
are like
the,
The
It's a
themed
onesie.
Japanese onesies. So it's like, you know, if
Yeah.
you're gonna get like an otter onesie or something like that.
Yeah, it's like my flying squirrel Kigurumi. It's just a big onesie with a little hood, and then you get the feetsies attached, and then you
Gotcha.
get pockets.
For some reason I was thinking that was like the bed table thing that they have in like living rooms where you can have like a heater underneath and you just like
Nope.
nope.
Kigurumi is definitely onesie. Cute,
Gotcha.
cutesy kawaii onesie.
All right.
I have a
Cucumber's got-
stolen.
I have a rocket raccoon and a
So
squirrel.
I'm gonna pick a squishmallow business.
Okie dokie.
Squishmallow. I'll explain what they are.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
I would open up some sort of like a cat cafe, but with never beasts in it.
I'll
But,
say
like, little furry ones.
Yeah.
I'll do like a joke shop or like a little trinkets, kind of like Gadzooks, where it's like the little trinkets and oddities, kind of knick-knacky stuff.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's start over on Connie's side today.
All right.
Today
All right.
It's a different day. We've been here this long.
It's
different
been
Oh my
so
God,
we've been here
long. Alrighty. Here we go. And start.
All right, so I went with like a little joke shop or like a kind of a magic shop, because I think that the things that would be available in the shop would fascinate all of Neverland. So mostly the Lost Boys for sure, but definitely like the pirates. They would love to get their hands on like these little trinkets and baubles and things, and they would want to kind of like figure out what each of them does, as well as the Lost Boys. Like they would totally just buy like little joke gifts for each other and stuff like that, and there would be new things every week because the Lost Boys would probably invent some stuff, and then they could barter with the joke shops in exchange. So I think that it would actually be very beneficial for both Lost Boys and pirates and anybody else who comes to visit in Neverland, if there are a lot of visitors. And yeah, honk.
Honk.
Cell
Fair enough. All right. For me, all right. So I chose a cat cafe or Never Beast cafe because the
that's how
the
you
overhead of the restaurant would be nil because you just imagine the food and it exists. So you never actually have to prepare anything. And if as your customers come in, they just have to believe that you have it, and then you have it. Then for like all the Never Beasts that you have, you would be able to have them kind of put up for adoptions, so that when the pirates come into your cafe, they are receiving companionship that they haven't been able to get, because all pirates are basically meat old men who don't have mommies. So what is the next best thing you could offer them but companionship with a small animal? So it just kind of has this two-way thing of like you're always providing the food that everyone doesn't want to have to cook, and then you're also providing companionship on the other end. Huh. All right, Cucumber. Go.
All right, so I would like to open a Kigurumi shop because not every Lost Boy is going to know how to make themselves an adorable little suit. Some of them have them, some of them don't. And I think that, this way they can also vary up their styles over time. After a pirate fight, oh, you got it all stretched up? Here's another one for you. And no, I wouldn't take money from the Lost Boys. I'd take favors. Because they're going to want to shake down the pirates and steal some of their loot and get whatever. I'm like, listen, I'll just take, like one or two little coins from your next raid on the Jolly Roger, okay? Sound good? Good. Go get them, boys. Here's your suit. And I just, I'd mask them up, and they could choose their animal. And I imagine that that Neverland is always being inundated with new Lost Boys. I feel like it's gotta be a thing, right? Like, they're just gotta be falling from the fucking sky. The way they disappeared, at least in the top of the Hook film, is just like, oh, that kid rolled down a hill. Guess he's gone forever. Fuck him. No one would bother to catch him or see him later. Anyway, so yeah, I think that, yeah, they're adorable, and that way, it's comfortable. They can also sleep in them in the tree houses.
All right. Okay, Corey, go.
Okay, so Squishmallows are these squishy pillows, right? They come in multiple sizes. They come like little, and they get really, really big. And they're really round. And they're really squishy, right? And they're all these like different animals and stuff like that. So it'd be perfect for the Lost Boys, right? Because they come in multiple sizes, right? The smallest Lost Boy can get a little one if he wants, or a big one, or whatever, right? We know, like Tink and Hook, right, has no like. Doesn't care about like personal property. Like she shredded that one kid's pillow and stuff, and it was covered with it had feathers in it, which is not gonna be like, it's gonna be a little comfy, but like no, Squishmallows are comfier than like pillows with feathers. He didn't even take out like it was like full off feathers anyway. And they're like different animals, and so the Lost Boys like collect them, and they could they could collect them. And the pirates could have little small ones that they could hide away, so they could still get that like feeling of warmth and having a little stuffed animal, but they could hide from the others, and so like they wouldn't be ridiculed for having it. Okay, I'm done.
All right. 5 minutes on the clock.
Never Beast Cafe I think they're getting eaten. I think the pirates are definitely getting eaten. I'm concerned about the getting eaten aspect.
What do you think I'm
concerned.
having in this cafe? What?
I don't know what you are having in this coffee. Well, apparently nothing. So that's the problem, right? Because pirates are adults, so they're not going to be able to eat there. So your pirate clientele is already out the fucking door. And then the kids aren't going to know how to handle Never Beast. That's like some pixie bullshit. Like the pixies know, so maybe Tinkerbell. Maybe if Tinkerbell's there. But the Lost Boys, they'll get smushed. They get moitered.
They're small, never bugs.
Never bugs? Yeah, we're talking about Never Beasts.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
it's
They're
like-
creatures.
Yeah, they're
You don't want
huge.
never bugs by your food.
No, I don't want to go to a bug cafe. Absolutely not. I don't want to go to a never bug cafe. Don't want it.
Yeah.
All the sandwiches are extra crunchy.
No.
Hmm.
Ugh.
So,
I like the Kigurumi. What, Ryan?
No, keep
What were
going.
we gonna say?
I already know
I
there's
like
a
the
market
Kigurumi.
for mine, so that's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
I know that they would buy it.
Yeah.
And for favors and thievery and adventure, basically they're paying me so that they can go and have an adventure to get nice, shiny, cool things.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
it's a
you give them a
Fortnite
sneaky
store.
Yeah, except not real money, so still better than a Fortnite store.
Yeah, but they literally had to do a raid or something to get the loot.
Yeah.
You're a loot drop box.
Yeah. I'm effective. I have an effective business model, Ryan. Especially in Neverland terms where money's not real and nothing else matters.
Yeah.
Favors is all it's gonna
I mean,
cost.
Hook has a lot of gold.
Yeah, but where can I spend it?
I don't. With
That's
Hook, I don't
true.
know. Give it back to Hook.
You might recognize it and then kill me.
Rob from the rich just to give back to the rich. Wait, isn't this my same $20
no,
bill?
it's just in circulation. You could just tell them that this is like in circulation now. This is what they look like.
Or you just
Uh-huh.
keep funneling all the money away from Neverland and then you just take the gold to the real world.
Oh, God.
That's messed up and leave those kids. No, I want just.
The
I
Never
still wanna
Boys
hang out.
don't. The Lost Boys don't need money. It's the pirates.
Never
No,
Boys.
they need
The
Kigurumis.
Neverland.
That's what they need.
Right.
They need outfits.
Mhm.
They need suits.
Connie, what was yours?
Joke
Like
shop.
a magic joke shop.
joke
so
shop.
it's like little
Okay, okay.
trinkets and like oddities and stuff like that.
So
I
it's
just
like-
think that it would be cute for
Is
the
it
Lost Boys.
is it like Weasley kind of joke shop or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was thinking, and I couldn't
Weasley's
think of the
Wizard
name of the shop.
Wheezes.
There you go.
Okay. I mean, I definitely could see the Lost Boys wanting those things to play on the pirates, but
Mm-hmm. Well, I could definitely
With
see some of the
the-
pirates wanting some of those too, because with they're basically old men that didn't get love from their mommy, so basically they're gonna be enthralled with whatever little like shiny bobbly things that they're able to kind of find that they don't necessarily understand. So I figured they would be like, "Ooh, what does this do?" And then they buy something and try and figure out what it does.
So I definitely think that your pirate market is actually going to be better than the Lost Boy market, just because I think the Lost Boys, sure, they're like little jokes that you get for like kids to figure out, but would they be able to figure out the little joke, like the joke magic
Well, I think they
thing?
would use it to like play on each other and just to do,
Yeah.
you know, more chaos, more camaraderie. It's like, haha, I got you a whoopee cushion. You farted, haha. You know.
Yeah, and the pirates don't have access to real magic, so it makes sense that they would be interested by novelty magic.
that's
For
true.
sure.
Yeah.
Dead Boy asks Corey, "Do you have a squisharoomy to show you to people's?"
A
Squishmallow, sorry.
Your
Yes.
squishmallow.
Squisharoomy is not a thing, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Oh
They
my
should
god,
be.
it's
That's what
gonna
you
be. It's gonna
Squisharoomy
be
is when something heavy falls on you while wearing a kirigumi. Kigurumi, yeah.
Go squish.
No, it's one of those inflatable like costumes, but you're just like filled with those beans. That's what I would imagine the squishmallows
you are
are.
the beanbag.
Yeah, you are the beanbag. And then you can just swap like swap.
Let's let him vote so Corey can get the squishmallow.
Okay.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, is in the chat.
Squishmallow, squishmallow.
Squishmallow.
Oh, I can't get gray matter from Oingo Boingo out of my head.
Oh,
It's
no.
been weeks now with this one. Really?
Where is it? Where is it?
This
We
was my first wish. So this is a little one. You see the
Aw.
little walrus? He's that
Oh,
little
cute.
He's got this little
Oh, that's
squishy,
pretty
he's
adorable.
squishy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's cute. And then this is my shark. His name is Jameson.
Oh my.
Okay, that's cute. I
Oh
can
my
see a
God.
pirate getting that one. Oh my god, he's huge.
I see Smee getting shot for buying one of those.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Oh no.
It like disappeared slowly.
Whoa.
Hey, we're
Whoa,
back
whoa.
to this shit again. That's been a
Oh,
minute.
that's weird. Huh. All right. Well,
Yeah.
we're
Pirate
Corey so
definitely
far is
got
leading by 1 vote, but we're all
Oh,
doing pretty well.
hiss.
Boo hiss.
Yeah, it's
Ooh, hiss.
cute, everybody, but how does it apply to the question?
Yeah, exactly. Ah! Do not be fooled by the cuteness.
Boo hiss. Boo hiss.
Listen, she may be the queen of uwu and kawaii. Do not be fooled by her sorcerer's ways.
Vote for the Kikurumi.
Ugh. Dead Boy wants to know where the poll is. It's in the link slightly above. It's this one.
Oh, cucumbers.
for
Oh wait,
Jameson.
Connie's taking up a little bit.
Oh.
But we are out of time.
Magic shop.
Magic Shop almost got there, but we are.
Dang it.
Corey gets to win today for this round.
Right.
Well, apparently the shark wins.
The shark wins.
The shark wins.
Why'd I let her get the fucking pillow?
No.
It's a good question.
Should have been at the end of the episode. Okay. Truth, real talk, chat kids. If you didn't see it, would you still vote for it?
Oh. That's true.
But
Yeah.
Because if I had little like
I
joke
was
trick
gonna
thingies-
wait to get it. I was gonna wait to get it, and then
Pillows.
you guys were like, "No, go get it." And I was like, "Okay." So, yeah. So what's our tiebreaker?
Well,
It's our
this is the
tie.
subjective question because now it's a 3-way tie.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Best happy thought to make you fly.
Ooh, grr.
So, and it's because it's me, Cucumber, and Corey who have to be the breakers of ties here. Yeah. So, what
Good.
happy thought?
Good.
Be judged upon your happiness.
The release of Dune in December.
That is pre-order happy, sir. Oh no, and he's gone.
Okay. Well. You can fly.
Ah, it worked.
And he was
It
never
worked.
seen
It
again.
worked.
So mine feels very specific to me. So like, I don't.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna answer it first. So there's a very specific feeling, and there's a very specific bridge that I found. So okay.
Terabithia.
So no. So I'm gonna
London.
go with riding my motorcycle into the sunset, and I will paint the picture for you guys.
Ooh.
But that'll be my thing.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
So I have a similar type of memory that I'm going to base my happy thought off as well. Not motorcycle riding, but this is when me and Carla. And
So give it a
Oh.
little thing, and then explain it in your time. Like give it a
Gotcha,
little, give
gotcha,
it like
gotcha.
a
Yeah,
title.
Okay.
like a one sentence description, and then go into the.
So Big Bear
Explicit.
Dam is what it will be titled.
Damn, Big Bear!
Duh, bears! Damn, bears!
Okay.
You did this to yourself.
I guess, but it's like the dam, like an actual dam, but not dam. Oh, whatever. I will start off here. All right.
Got some splaining
So-
to do.
This is a very happy thought to me, where me, Carla, and another friend of ours went up to Big Bear for the weekend, and we were having a great time just like getting away from the world for a while because it was a very, very hectic like month. And we were driving to like go get dinner for the evening, and we got to the fork to cross the dam at the midway point, and the sun was just about to set. and I just inherently pulled over. We all instinctively got out of the car, sat on the dam, and just watched the sunset. And it was just such a beautiful moment that every time I think about it, I'm just like, that would make me fly. Because it was just such a beautiful time, and we all just sat there hugging each other, and it was just like, yeah. So that's my happy thought.
Mm.
All right.
Honk on that thought.
In private.
All right.
After the show. Bye.
And
Hands up.
cucumber.
Okay, so in this particular instance, at this particular point in time, it would be me looking forward to like that thrill of just before, like, you know, I guess not midnight anymore, but like a 7 p.m. showing of a brand new film. Nobody's seen it, but it's a conglomeration of thousands of artists working together in my favorite medium, which includes, you know, sound, music, acting, production design, all of these things. All of these people working together to create one beautiful thing for all of us to consume, enjoy, be moved by. So right now it's Dune, but you know, a year from now it might be something else. So it's that feeling you get when you look forward to something. So somebody even asked the chat, but what if it sucks? That doesn't matter. It's the feeling right before it airs. That feeling of like bouncing up and down. So it's like whatever you say about the new trilogy, everyone was excited as fuck to sit down for episode 7 of Star Wars. Everyone was excited, right? You know, tentative, nervous, but sure, like you're like, holy fuck, it's Star Wars again, right? That same sort of feeling. Reboot is a bad example, but that feeling.
All right, and Corey, go.
All right. There's a very specific bridge out where I live, and it's over this big river. And it's a very small 2-lane bridge, and it's shaped very oddly. So basically, I'm on the motorcycle, you know, going, and it basically feels like if you go to the other side, there's like forests and a lot of like farmland, like right around all fun day. And then coming back home, you go over this bridge, and as you're going up to, you crest over, and it's just, you're riding into nothing, into the clouds. You're just, because you kind of reach the top, and as you're going up, you're just riding into the sunset, and then it runs, the road runs east to west. So basically I get to chase the sun home, and just stay in the light of the sunset as I'm going on a motorcycle in the forests of Virginia. And that's my happy thought.
Nice.
It's wonderful.
Nice.
So, I don't know if this is one we can really argue, or I think this is more one
I
we just
don't
put to
think
the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can still like talk about it while it's up, I guess.
Yeah.
I do have to say, like, I don't know if I didn't go to too many like midnight movies in my life, but what I have done a lot is gone to midnight releases for books. Where
I
it's
did
like,
that for a lot
where
of
it's like,
Harry Potters.
yeah. So like that energy of like everybody anticipating it, and you know everybody's there for the same. Everybody that is there with you in that same space is the same kind of nerd that you are, like, and intensely so, because you got up at 10 to be there at midnight to get your nerd item. And like that kind of energy is always so fun and expectant, and yeah, so that's a good one. That's a good one. Keep coming.
Yeah, and mine is like, I think also it means more when it's something you're already excited about, right? Because like the last time I felt this particular excitement was before The Lord of the Rings came out. Like, that's how long it's been since I've had this level of excitement for a film. Like, this is it. This is the chance that they could do it right. Because there were Lord of the Rings before that Lord of the Rings, and they sucked. And, like, if they ever choose to make The Hobbit again, I'll get that feeling again. Because, man, did I have it, and then, man, did I lose it. But, so, yeah, Dune's got all my hope in one basket right now. That's fine. Y'all talked about real stuff, so that's cool, too. That's cool, too.
That's cool.
Okay. Well,
Ooh-wee.
by just a little itty bitty bit, one vote is the Big
Almost
Bear story.
even.
So I just wanted to point out in the chat, Dead Boy says, "How do we pick whose happiness has more weight?" I not.
That's
vote.
what we argued,
I cannot
too.
Yeah, right?
I not vote.
Which is why I was like, oh,
Oh shit!
Ooh, suck it!
A challenger has entered the arena.
well.
All right, so we... Oh!
Oh no!
All right.
Fuck your puny human moments.
I think it's important to remember that we all have happy thoughts and
Exactly.
to remember the happy thoughts.
Yeah.
But also, Cucumber, you won.
Now mine was winning this victory.
All right, so Cucumber,
Yes.
Oh no.
what is our topic for next week?
The prisoner.
The prisoner. Describe what that is to the people who have no idea what that is.
You're all wrong, and you should do your homework. The prisoner. Oh, don't look at the reboot. Never look at it. Ignore it. It's not there. It doesn't exist.
Didn't
The
exist.
Prisoner was a great TV show, British TV show about like a secret agent guy who retired from his job, but then was kidnapped and forced to live in this village, which is basically an elaborate prison. And some people are plants, some people are not. The only person he has who will talk to him is a guy named Number 2 who changes every now and then. It's like a different Number 2 almost every week. He's trying to figure out who Number 1 is, and he's also trying to escape. It is a great freaking show. It's a lot of fun. It's super campy, but it's a good time. There's also a giant robot enemy named Rover, which is essentially a weather balloon with a sound effect, but fuck if it isn't fun. Simpsons made fun of it a lot. If you ever saw the episode where they had the island, that's making fun of the prisoner. They tried to resurrect it, and it was real bad. But yeah, it's super cool. And I want to go to that village, because the village is still standing. It was a real place. They shot it in a real place. So you can go there, and you can buy the jacket and the umbrellas and stuff. Like, the style is super cool, too. It's really fun. I'm gonna post the trailer in the Discord later because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if not the
That's a
trailer,
good idea.
the credits.
So, with that, we are concluding our episode of ExacerDebaters. But remember, we also have at 7:30 tonight, Pacific Daylight Time, we will have Trash Your Piece Theater. We're doing My Man Godfrey tonight. And we'll have 7 cast members. So we're a little two off from last week, but still probably just as much energy.
Big cast.
Yeah. It'll be quite the episode. So come join us at 7:30 as the curtain rises, and you can make us do silly accents and impersonations, situations, and then make us sing our lines every time we hit $100. And it would really, really help us out as we're still doing our partner push. So the more people we have, the better our average will look. And what we're trying to hit is like a 3-month average now. And hoping that when we reapply again, they'll say, yes, you've done it. Congratulations. So yeah.
Yes.
I'm hoping by the time they're done, they just throw it at us and be like, just keep the change, kid. And
Get out of here.
You pick it up. You're like, yay. Okay, I'll do that. Bye.
Also, I want my trophy
Yes,
to be
sir.
one of Hook's hooks.
Hooks. Okay.
Yeah.
Hooks.
Hooks.
Watch him pick the baseball hook.
Not the baseball hook. No sports hooks here.
Nice. Or what about a shepherd's hook instead?
No.
Have one of those in the movie?
No.
I'm just being silly now. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Well, thank you all very, very much. It was a pleasure debating with you all. And have a good evening. See you in a little bit.
See you 7:30.
Goodbye.